Welcome back, my viewers. Now today's video is one of those controversial one that a lot of people are uncomfortable having right now, but it's a conversation that we need to have anyways, because once again dancehall talent and the street decisions are colliding in real time. So y'all know Squash was locked up. Chronicler recently got locked up, but there's this conversation circling online in the street, and it's a very loud speculation. The big question floating around right now is, what happened to Squash case? Why did they reduce his sentence to so little? Remember, he was charged with chip Glock, a modified chip Glock at that, as an illegal immigrant. This was decade in prison, and he reduced it to nothing per se, and a lot of people now are saying that Squash is leaking like a bag juice. Squash a leak all over the place. There was even a recent video with On the Spot Media where he said the same thing, but there are more conversation now happening around Squash circle. So there's this video circulating on TikTok where a member from the Squash unit or the crew now come out and I say, yo, Squash I say a bag of things. So let's talk about this in general and how it really affect the generation to come and the youth them right now. I don't know about you, but I'm assuming you have kids, grandkids, and I do have kids, so yeah, it not look good. And these are the figures that represent the culture, that represent Jamaica. We are talking about them are the celebrities, are them the youths, them are follow back. So was Serpy right about these artists? Are people just reaching for conversation? Now let me just say this clear from the start. Nobody outside the courtroom knows exactly what Squash said or didn't say. Anybody saying otherwise right now is basically guessing work. But what we do know is that the perception matters, and right now the perception on the street is dangerous. Calling a potent artist like Squash Snitch, it's crazy. It's crazy, it's crazy work. Snitching on another artist as good as Chronicler. For those who don't know, Chronicler is probably one of the most streamed Jamaican dancehall artists for the past 3 to 4 years. Chronicler music is well embedded in the streets. Everybody know him. Everybody sing him tracks. Some people now even try if you avoid it because them say, boy, Chronicler only lives in one lane, and if you are not careful, it might corrupt your mindset. Now, yesterday the youth went live. As usual, him show him face, always a hide, and no matter a bag of things. The man says Squash a mention whole heap of crap. You know what I mean? And Squash mother know what go on, that's why she a behave. So he even call up G-Man name, the one where they get nabbed earlier. So is that G-Man did I talk a bag of things and then build a case around all of this? It's kind of crazy though, because them pick up all of them on separate charge, which is kind of a thing about the US when them are really a bill case. Them wait till they actually slip up so they can grab you. I kind of understand why people are drawing lines on this case. Some of the lines are not accurate, but I understand. And here's the thing, whether the rumors are true or not, the damage is already done, because once people are the street start for reason certain things, logic not really matter as much as belief, Belief is powerful. And again, I am not saying Squash that. I am saying the situation looks strange to the average observer. And when you operate in a street adjacent world, optics matters just as much as facts. That is why this situation right now is currently bigger than Squash, and it even has spilled out into other beef in the street, including Jamaica right now. And this is where Serpy argument comes into play. So when Serpy said that some of these artists are regular entertainer with low IQ mentality, regular 87, and some people took it as disrespect. But Serpy is not talking about their lyrical ability or their music talent per se. He's talking about decision making, because intelligence is not how bad you sound in a rhythm. Intelligence is knowing when to change behavior once money, fame, opportunity enter your life. Intelligence is knowing that the same rule don't apply to you when you are visible. That is what a lot of people are missing. Serpy now just bash them money and say, yo, them not good enough. It matter about their decision making. That aspect of them life is very poor. The mental state. Listen, these are not starving youths anymore, These are not artists begging for a forward. These are men inside one of the most profitable cultural export Jamaica has ever produced. Dancehall is a global business. Stream shows, brand deals, endorsement. These artists are living the lifestyle that most people dreamed about. Money in your pocket, attention, woman, travel, influence, and yet, time and time again, they choose the same path that leads to trouble, violence, ego, street validation, bad decisions. And the craziest part is, it's not even necessary. If you are truly real, if your name already rings bell, if people already respect your talent, you don't need to parade badness every day. You don't need to prove gangsterism credential to anybody. Real power moves in silence, but for some of these artists, the image matters more than the future. But then again, these are the same behaviors that they parade in their music, the same behaviors that they glorify. Hence the reason why it do affects the new generation, it affects the youth them who follow their music. Because they are living exactly what they are preaching. So now it becomes a lifestyle to those who are watching. We are living in a culture where spending time in prison or dashing away somebody's life is more important than going to school and having an education, or simple as growing up with both parents. That is the culture and mentality and mindset that we are living in or dealing with. We're talking about the music, dancehall music per se. But look at Chronicler. The downside of this, nothing about what he did is gangster. You know what I mean? When people hear say Chronicler got foreign and a run from police, it just sounds careless. You are in a country where you do not know how their law works. You don't know anything about their system. The foreign system do not play with outsiders. Especially when you have a man like Donald Trump dealing with the country right now. This was a very poor judgment. Once you step outside Jamaica, your bad man reputation means nothing. The law doesn't care about your lyrics, the law doesn't care about your street respect. Only thing them care about is paperwork, behavior, and complacent. And a lot of these artists don't adjust mentally when the environment changes. We saw the same thing happen to Jacquier. For years now, dancehall artists have been getting caught up in illegal activities. This is not new. Every generation loses talent to prison, deportation, or death. And every time it happens, people act surprised. But at some point, we have to stop and pretending this is bad luck. This is a pattern. Like one vlogger I heard recently talk about, boy, the man them just get caught up so. It's like them put a spell on the music and they use them as soon as the man them start make money star. Like, what? These niggas know exactly what they are doing. You would think the new generation would learn. You would think the ones who love money, women, and freedom would decide to let go of certain things. Especially when time you have Vybz Kartel went to prison and fought back. And we are talking about one of the game changers that a lot of these youths look up to. But instead it seems like badness is still the ultimate currency. Being able to say you're a bad man, being able to say nobody can violate you, that image is still more important than longevity in music. The saddest part is some of these youths don't even understand their own worth. They don't understand the value of what they already have. They don't realize how where it is to escape poverty through music. They don't realize how many people would trade places with them in a heartbeat. And instead of protecting that blessing, they gamble it for image. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think Serpy was right about this artist? He might be a bit harsh, but the message was necessary, because if we keep sugarcoating the truth, we're going to keep rewatching talented artists crash one by one. The situation with Squash and Chronicler should be a warning, not entertainment. A warning that talent alone is not enough. A warning that the street don't love nobody. A warning that freedom is more valuable than image. Hence the reason why people say I'm a squeak right now. So now him realize that freedom is what matters most. Like, you cannot make this shit up. Them artists need to go to prison first to understand that freedom is important. Like, what kind of mindset is that? What kind of shit is that? Anyways, I leave it right here. Ensure you like the video so others can see it. If you are new, subscribe if you like the reasoning. Bless up, man. See you on the next one. Peace.